Today we're talking about a capital protected yield farming platform called Single Finance. But before we do that, make sure to do your own research, figure out if this project is for you. So I'm going to take you through the website, and we're also going to take a look at the Git book, which kind of explains everything going on with this project. There's a ton to talk about today. At the end, I'm going to teach you guys how you guys can be involved in it after, of course, you've done your research. But let's go Single Finance. I wanted to spend some time reviewing the LP Time Machine because I think this is a great tool, and obviously you guys know that I love great tools. So first of all, I wanted to point out obviously the different chains right here: BSC, Avalanche, Chronos, and in the future, Phantom, Ethereum, Polygon. But I do think that's a great tool. I love the interface. I love how easy it is to use, and I'm going to show off some of this today. So obviously right here, you can see all the different filters, and there's a bunch of them. So you could filter between the DEX, whether Trader Joe, PancakeSwap, VVS, and then in the future, SpookySwap, Finance, and Uniswap. Let's take a look at if I just select Trader Joe, and then you can see at the bottom that it's filtered by obviously just Trader Joe, and you can see all the different pairs and the DEX that it belongs to, and it has some great information on the total ROI for 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, 90 days. So I think it's just a great way to actually check this out. You can even put impermanent loss here if you guys are interested in selecting that. But let's say, for example, you want to really filter it down between, like, let's say the asset type, like you only want to look at stable coins or native tokens. You definitely can. So I think that's great. So if you actually click into one of these, you can actually see some more information. This is when the magic really happens. So the idea is that you could actually select the supply period, so like 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, and depending on how much you actually put in, so that you could actually change, which is really awesome, that you can actually go in here and type whatever you want, let's say $50,000, and then it will dynamically change and show you how much you're going to get over the period of time. So that's really awesome. I don't know any other tool out there that does it to this detail. And like I said, it helps you guys figure out what you're actually going to get with this. And I think that's really awesome. Makes it easy for you guys to plan ahead. And that's kind of the idea of this time machine, is help figure out where this is going to be. And like I said, you can literally do this with any one of these pairs. So this one I'm looking at is Binance, BNB, and then wrapped AVAX. Like I said, if I want to do 90 days, if I want to change this to maybe instead of 10,000, I want to put 100,000. What is this going to look like in 90 days? And you can kind of see how this changes. You can see your return and the total yield. And like I said, again, this is all estimated based on it, but like I said, they're very accurate. They know exactly based off historical data what this is going to look like. But you can see the rewards that you get, and I think that's awesome. I think it's a great way to figure out and plan ahead. And like I said, this is an awesome tool that has a lot of great features, and I know that they're going to be adding more in the future. So if you guys are interested in this, definitely check it out. This is you could just use this today. There is no requirements. I do think it's a great tool. So if you guys want to check it out, the all pro features are free to use in the LP Time Machine preview version. But I do think that you should check it out while you can, and really let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. This is something that I'm definitely going to be using for myself. So let me know if this is something that's useful for you guys as well. Here we're on the website at singlefinance.io, and like I said, I'm going to be bouncing from the website to their Git book, which I think is actually really good. I think that they've done a good job of explaining the different features. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to cover everything today, but I'll put the links in the description for you guys to check it out on your own. So this is capital protected yield farming. I've been talking a lot about yield farming in my past couple of videos. I know a lot of you guys are starting to get interested in it, and I do think that this platform project is definitely an interesting one where you guys could definitely get a ton of use of. So we'll check all about that today. They are backed by world-class partners, so that's always good to see. And they kind of talk about one of the reasons why they kind of wanted to put this project together. So you can predict P&L. You can work out square roots and run simulations in your head, taking into account impermanent loss and borrowing interest too. You don't know past performance. We all DeFi are passed differently. In most DEXs, it's 24 hours, 7 days trading only. We want more. How about a full breakdown, including price impact? And then we don't know the real APY. The APY is never your APY. It is not calculated from the day you make your investment. How much are you actually earning? So if they want to help, solve these problems, I think it's cool how they're just kind of talking about this right off the bat. But we'll dive into some of these things. With this, they have single-use pseudo market neutral strategy. So single finance, we're trying to figure out what it is a super intuitive platform to all your DeFi investments, minimizing correlates to the general market. Everything here is worked out from your injected capital in USD. Everything is visualized and everything is within your fingertips. Obviously, I keep talking about different ways to make it easier for you guys, and they're definitely, making this so that you guys can have better investments and easier time managing all the different things that you're doing, and of course is doing it as safely as possible. So maximize return, minimize impermanent loss, manage maximum downside. So we do all the work for you. So increase leverage to maximize return, auto stop loss spot to protect capital in USD, borrow non-stable assets to minimize impermanent loss, and rebalance its portfolio to delta zero from time to time. And obviously I keep talking about this where you see like our project that has like a ridiculously high APY, and you think like, oh, it's like a 2 million APY, this is so interesting, and you kind of just jump into it because of that. But no, there's a lot of other factors you should account for. So existing APY calculation mechanism ignores the value change due to price impact of assets in liquidity pool. Even if you get 10,000 APY, the value ending up in your wallet can be less than your principal in USD. So these are the things that they do. They kind of help address the problems that they kind of stated in the beginning. We tell no lies. We keep your books in USD. We give you a comparison of past performance versus current APY of your farming pool. We track your principal and P&L in US dollars. You know how many pizzas you have earned. So that I think the idea here is that everyone knows the value of USD, but if they say something, they're putting the value in this specific token for this project, you might not really know the real value of that. So backed by bots, we have your capital protected. Forget about liquidation debt ratio. Use our capital protection ratio to execute stop loss automatically. Get back at least 85% of your capital in USD, regardless of bear or bull markets. And then market neutral most of the time. Rebalance your position to delta zero. Single click rebalance button in case of sudden changes in the market situation. Obviously, the market is constantly changing. The borrowing position will be rebalanced to match the amount of non-stable coins in liquidity pool. And I think this was really interesting. I think this is what's getting a lot of people hyped about this, is the first liquidity pool database, the LP Time Machine. Performance analytics of liquidity pools across chains. So historical performance tracker, you define the length of the history to view and backward simulate the P&L. LP learning metrics, APY, fees, rewards, these are all important, but what about risk and volatility? We have better metrics that help you pick the best pairs. Obviously, you do your research, but part of this is helping you along the way to guide you. You're just using their tools to help you guys make the best informed decision. Full breakdown of annualized P&L and then DeFi strategy analytics, staking, yield farming, leverage, deleverage. See the corresponding risks and returns yourself and craft your own winning strategy. So they're going to get you guys, help. You're going to at the end make the final decision, but the idea is they're giving you the tools, giving you the information so that you can make an educated decision versus, on your own versus other places where it's like, oh, if they give you maybe one of the things or one specific chart and you're supposed to take that for what it is, but they want to make sure that you could be the best, make the best decisions possible at that time. So here's the roadmap. So there's a bunch. I'm not going to go through all of this. Submit smart contract to Certec for security audit, deploy MVP, complete user interface for single-click strategy, develop cross-chain support, build our own index node to develop the core logic of LP Time Machine. And then Q1, launch LP Time Machine with chain data on Kronos and Avalanche, single token launch, IGO on VVS Finance, Gate.io, MXC double listing. Obviously, we've talked about MXC a lot. Launch single asset lending, stake vaulting, launch a pseudo market neutral strategy. Complete audit with Certec, launch a single strategy on Avalanche. And then stuff coming up in the future. You guys can check out all these. Additional CX listing, LP Time Machine, Ethereum, Binance Chain support, launch cross-chain bridge, launch manual rebalancing, and then Q3, launch your dashboard for basic portfolio analysis, single strategy on more chains, additional CX listings, and then Q4, implement governance, insurance coverage, cross-chain single-click strategy, and more market-neutral strategies as well. And of course, they're always going to be listing on more places. So I know there's a lot of information. I kind of just wanted to highlight some of the things right now, and they kind of highlighted some important things right now. Important single, which is the project, is a symbol of this project, the token. Currently tradable on BVS Finance, MM.Finance, Gate.io, MXC only. Any other single tokens are fake, so make sure you guys are secure and you're following those. So if you guys are interested in this, you guys can check out more information on app.singlefinance.io. Stake with benefits. Stake single, stay single. So stake your single on these pairs to earn single total value up to 100,000, up to 100% APR. So you could check out all the vaults that are active. You can check them out and the awesome APR there. And then of course the finished vaults if you guys want to check that out as well. So really cool. So again, that's that. Obviously do your research, figure out you guys want to check that out. Obviously they have their Git book, which has a ton of information about the different advantages, which we kind of glossed over. They also have like a step-by-step guide on how you can be involved, about connecting your wallet, getting hooked up to this. If you guys are interested, obviously getting some single yourself. Talk about the capital protection, obviously the risks involved. They want to make sure that since this is crypto, obviously there's going to be some things, but that's why you do your research to make sure that you minimize that. We went over the roadmap, all these things. This is cool because some of the stuff that they were planning to work on for this quarter, they already have accomplished that, like the listings on CEX or on MEXC and Gate.io. But definitely check this out. If you guys want to learn more about the LP time machine, which is cool, they have like this whole entire guide with screenshots and which I think is really cool, and like GIFs that kind of walk you through what this potentially looks like, and makes it really easy for you guys to understand what's going on. And like I said, obviously the metrics are there, which are going to help you become more informed, but they have definitions on what these actually mean. And they definitely, even if you want to learn more, they actually have like the formulas and stuff like that if you guys are interested. As long as you guys have like a rough understanding of what they're trying to achieve, that's enough to continue on with this project and figure out if it's for you. So check this out. They also have a bit of a light paper that kind of talks about some of these things as well, talking about some of the not only the different metrics, but also the uses of this protocol, single pool, single bots, LP time machine, and kind of benefits of this. I thought this graph was really cool. It kind of shows how this is all laid out within their ecosystem. So definitely check this out if this is something interesting to you. So that's it. I'm not going to go over too much in this video. I'm going to put the link in the description for you guys to explore on your own. Definitely something that you're going to have to take a deep dive into. I'll put all their socials and then their community for you guys to join as well. You could also find their links at the bottom here for you guys to ask any questions. They're very active on Telegram if you guys are interested. They have over 8,000 members, and then some latest updates they're always posting on Twitter as well at _finance. And of course, the most exciting thing here is the time machine, which definitely a lot of people are excited about. It's still early on. It's only been out for maybe like less than, maybe a little over a week. So if this is something interesting to you, definitely check it out. That's Single Finance. I'm going to do another update video on this in the near future. But thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.